Hello everyone, my name is Satyam Shivaach and I'm working as a legal intern with LEXIS and Company. And in this video, we will discuss about Rubber Act 1947. The Rubber Act came into existence in the year of 1947. The Act has been amended frequently in the past, with the last set of amendments came into the effect in the year 2009. The Act came into being for promoting natural rubber and developing the natural industry or rubber industry in our country. The Rubber Act has 28 sections which covers broadly the constitution of the board, its working, control over the export and import, licensing for planting and replanting, and penalties and the jurisdiction of the board. Now let's see what are the members of Rubber Board under the Act. The board consists of chairman, which is appointed by the central government, 2 members representing the state of Tamil Nadu, 8 members representing the state of Kerala, 10 members which are being nominated by the central government, 3 members of parliament, and rubber production commissioner. Now, what are the duties of the member of the rubber board? The rubber board, which is based in Kottayam, Kerala, undertakes the operation for the development of rubber industry. The operation includes promoting technological and economical research, guiding students to perform improvised method of plantation, the improving the marketing of rubber and the advancing the central government in regards to the participation in international conferences and all matter related to the development of rubber industries. Further, it is also involved in creating and submitting reports related to the rubber industry to the central government. Now, let's see what were the major changes brought through the Rubber Amendment Act in 2009. The government through the amendment has repealed provision for the registration of estates and license for planting and replanting of rubber. The amendment has provided inclusion of self-assessment procedure of collecting of cess, which will facilitate the process and avoiding delay. The amendment has further increased the penalty for violating of any of the section of the Act and provided a single fund instead of a general fund and pool fund for the proper functioning of the board. Now, what is the Rubber Development Fund? It is a fund which includes all the proceeds that are levied and are collected under this Act. It includes cess paid or the grant of loan received from the central government. These funds are used to meet the cost and expenditure incurred in the performance and function under the Act, and also to meet the cost of any assistance provided to rubber estate or small growers. Now let's see what are the penalties for the violation of provision of this Act. Under the Act, a person can be punished with an imprisonment of a term which may extend to 1 year, or with a fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees, or with both. Now, what are the process of prosecution followed by the court under the Act? To institute the prosecution for any offences under this Act, there is a need for consent from the central government, following which any presidency magistrate or any magistrate of first class shall try for the offence punishable under this Act. However, no prosecution or any form of legal proceeding can be instituted on any officer of the board for any act done in good faith under this Act. Now, does the government intend to repeal the Rubber Act 1947? There were apprehensions that the government want to either eliminate or to merge the rubber board with other agriculture board. The Union Ministry has drawn up a list of repeal, which some of them are absolute act. The Rubber and Tea Act were placed in the list, and since then there were apprehensions that the government wants to do away with the act. However, K.N. Raghavan, the rubber board chairman, has cleared the air and mentioned that there was a proposal to bring some changes in the act, but not to repeal it. Now, what are the rubber plant under Rubber Act? The rubber plant includes any plant, trees, vines, shrubs, or any of the following. First being the Hevea brasiliensis, which is called para rubber. Then the second is many hot grazioli, which is known as Cerilla rubber. And the third is Castellio elastica. The fourth is Fiscus elastica. And the fifth is any other rubber plant which the board through any official gazette of India declares the rubber plant. Now, what are the provisions regarding the licensing of transaction in rubber? The possession of a license is a condition precedent to sale, purchase, acquire, or dispose of rubber. The general license or the special license is issued and published on the Gazette of India by the board. The license is held valid for the time specified therein, and the board is provided with the authority to extend the validity of such a license time and again. Then, what are the recent set of changes proposed in this Act? The recent set of changes are proposed to bring the Act in tune with the present realities in the sectors. The proposal seeks to substitute periodic licensing with one-time registration. The proposal demands inclusion of synthetic and reclaimed rubber to help the manufacturing sector in research and product development. Further, a reduction in the board staff strength and inclusion of the modification brought by the introduction of Goods and Service Act. Tax are some of the changes proposed by the board in the Rubber Act 1947. That is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.